And we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of the Crypto Bull. My name is Dimitri from Gracious Interests. I'll be your host today. And today we are going to take a deep technical and fundamental look on the cryptocurrency project called Chain. Not to be confused with Chainlink. Chain is a separate cryptocurrency blockchain-based project. I don't know really what it is about. So we will discover what it is, what it does, etc., etc. Now, before I begin, let's take a little peek at the current state of the cryptocurrency market, specifically towards Bitcoin. By reason it has the highest dominance of all, and I want to get a good idea on how the market is performing, so I can mirror it towards the technical analysis of the project itself. So currently, 24-hour trading, relatively stable, few peaks, almost hit 32K here. That's okay. 7 days, we can see a clear uptrend after the Terra Luna dump which occurred. So we are currently trading upwards. As you can tell, I'm trying to remember how this graph looks like. 14 days, you can see a few peaks here, few shorts, few longs. This is the dump which took place last month. So this is a Terra Luna dump which occurred. So that should be something which is also to be seen on chain itself. 90-day, you can tell. So something alike should be visible. That's about half a year. Yearly, peaking here in November. Yeah, that's max for Bitcoin, but that's less of interest. Now let's go to the project itself. Chain ticker XCN is on CoinGecko. I'm going to do the same thing here on CoinMarketCap. It was chain. Select. From what I can tell, there was an immediate ticker here. Old page chain is conducting 1000 XCN to 1 CHN token swap. Visit here for more information. That's the old chain. Let's take a quick peek here. Past 2 months. Active trading. So here it's done. I'm going to keep this page opened up. Up here, there's nothing really different. That's an oddity. Let's take a quick look here. Okay. What do we see here on screen? Currently trading at 18 cents, has been going up with 2.8%. Is doing well when compared against Bitcoin and Ethereum. Market cap about 3 billion it is worth, 3 billion 76 million. 24 trading volume 26 million, which is okay-ish. Fully diluted value 12 billion. Okay, circulating supply, how much is this? 16,957 tokens or coins. Total supply 68 billion. So we are approximately at 1/6, or let's just say 1/3 almost of the total supply and max supply. I hope this is going to be a hard cap and not a dynamic one. The numbers are a little bit odd. Contract, I see it's on Ethereum. Can connect my MetaMask here. Website chain.com and block.chain.com. Explorers Etherscan. It implies it is a token, so not a self-standing cryptocurrency coin. Difference between coin and token, I'm going to revisit it. I know I mentioned it a few times in previous videos. A coin has its very own blockchain. A token is built upon another blockchain. For example, here with chain, we are talking about a token by reason it has been built on the Ethereum network. It doesn't have a chain of its own. It has its own community, etc., but it relies on the success of Ethereum more or less. Communities, Twitter, Telegram, Discord, search on Twitter. Source code available on GitHub, that's a good sign. API identification, chain 2, okay. Tags, Ethereum ecosystem, not much information here. From what I can deduce that they are doing, let's take a quick gander here. Chain.com, Explorers see Etherscan and BSC scan, so they're both on the Binance Smart Chain and on the Ethereum network. Communities, Telegram, blockchain, and Twitter. Okay, chat, Discord, and Telegram. Source code mentioned here, and there's a white paper available, which is nice. Put it here somewhere. There we go. Let's do a quick technical analysis here. 24-hour trading volume. As I might recall, there's a good uptick here, but it's much steeper from what I saw with Bitcoin in the last 24 hours. So something odd is going on. There was a sudden dip here, trading sideways. Whereas with Bitcoin, we saw some highs, crashed down a little and went back up. Bit odd. Probably has to do with this one here. On the 7-day average, it went up nicely, even sparked, shooted up quite nicely. There's a little bullish sentiment as well. So it is kind of different than the average Bitcoin. Well, it deviates a little bit from market trends. It follows it, but the trend isn't as, how to say, it isn't really following accurately. Can be a good sign. I see here a lot of volume being traded. So that's probably a result of this one here, I assume. And this is also a result. So perhaps multiple drops and updates. 14 days. And you can tell here there's a deviation. They were trading sideways, but now are suddenly getting upwards. That's a good sign. 30 days. Normally, I would see, I remember this graph from Bitcoin, a few tops and a down trick, but this one was trading sideways and it's now going up, so it's in deviance of the current market. Interesting. April, so it came from quite low and it's actually in a bullish uptick. Like seeing that one. I've got the impression. Yeah, we are at our max. Since inception, and this is something quite rare to see, it has been increasing steadily in value. That's a nice sign. So yeah, as you can tell here, 30 days went up 126% and easily, well, nicely withstood the Terra Luna Bitcoin drop. You can see it here. What occurred, I believe it was even here. So did well, quite some volatility, but nonetheless went up. It's a nice sign. Actually impressed. Generally, you have a severe crash when things go down. However, I need to have an idea what this one is. And that's a chain alt, and there's no data available, which is quite sad. So I can't really compare to how it was performing. Perhaps it was following market trends. Anyway, from the looks of it, on how new it is, it looks actually quite fine. Now, I'm curious, what are they about? Chain price today is 0. If you're looking to buy or sell, Gate.io is currently the most active exchange. Okay. Highest price, lowest price. You can see it here on screen. So highest, lowest. Those 24-hour trading. Yeah. Chain on. Popular trading pairs for chain in the market includes XCN USD, Canadian dollars, euros, PHP, INR, and IDR. I don't know all tickers by heart. What are they about? Is a cloud blockchain infrastructure that enables organizations, to build better financial services from the ground up. Okay, Chain has launched Chain Core, which is permissioned and open source blockchain and Sequence, its ledger as a service product. Clients can receive discounts and pay for commercial fees with chain tokens, as well as participate in community protocol governance and access to premium features. So, cloud blockchain infrastructure to build better financial services from the ground up. Might say it encapsulates a few of the core principles of Ethereum, that it might be a decentralized application development platform. In plain English terms, it's offering a platform for building blockchain-based applications. Nothing more to it. That's what I get from the description here. I'm going to see what the old one was about. Slightly more information. Anyway, so this one was coded. Using Chain Core, institutions can launch and operate a blockchain network or connect to a growing list of other networks that are transforming how assets move around the world. Chain protocol defines how assets are issued, transferred, and controlled on a blockchain network. It allows a single entity or a group of organizations to operate a network, supports the coexistence of multiple types of assets, and is interoperable with other independent networks. Chain's core is engineered for performance demanded by modern financial systems. This time, the time to create, sign, and validate transaction is measured in milliseconds, lightning fast. Sequence the ledger as a service that enables organizations to securely track and transfer balances in a token format, can securely manage their financial assets in a token, yada yada yada. So basically, the additional text goes deeper into what chain core is and what sequence is. Sequence, you need to remember, is a ledger, meaning it is something like a book wherein transactions are being held, secured, and publicly available. So that's what they're saying here. And chain core, that's the main platform, how they named it. Let's just see here on CoinMarketCap. Same here. Who are the founders of Chain? Founded in 2014. Okay. Kozla Ventures, so to build blockchain networks, so Visa, Nasdaq, State, Citibank, and more. Deepak Tapiliyal is the current chief executive officer and chairman of the board of the chain. But the chain has been a domain investor. Adam Ludwin, going to try to retain those names. I'm actually quite bad at retaining names, but you never know. Anyway, what makes it unique? Was the coexistence and interoperability of multiple independent networks with different operators sharing common format and capabilities. To define and issue assets by writing custom issuance programs, one issued units of assets. Block signers. So basically, what is written here are the basics towards decentralized application platform. Decentralized application building platform. They say how it works, and those are actually basic protocols and basic things, which they gave a name like chain core and sequence. That's what's written there in less elaborate and less technical terms. I'm going to close this one down. Let's take a look at the websites. I'm going to refresh the page by reason. It's already ready. A website is your invitation card to your project. So if it loads badly or slowly, that's generally a very bad sign. Better financial services from the ground up. Sign up for sequence, learn more. Meager homepage. The ledger as a service that enables organizations. So that's for sequence, their explanation, how it works. Businesses, government, state, token format on private ledgers. Okay. Mobile wallet, crypto exchange, lending platform, ride sharing app. Okay. It is a bit of marketing talk. Launch NFTs. Not surprised about that one. Designed for developers, get going quickly, multi-language support. SDKs are available in multiple languages, including Java, Ruby, and Node.js. It's also some kind of JavaScript. But it is tied with quite a few big ones. Visa, Nasdaq, Citi, State Street, I do not know, but these three, they're big. What can I tell more here? I mentioned it also in previous videos. If you are going to mention your backers or big projects you are associated with, please provide links towards the symbols that I can click on them and verify. Otherwise, it might be sketchy and be just mere talk. That's especially for future investors. What do I see here? It's a blog, Twitter, LinkedIn. That's important. I'm going to keep this one open. Oh, wasn't ready yet. I'm going to close this one. About us. Aha. Commercial arm to the Stellar Foundation. So it is tied with another blockchain project called Stellar. I know these guys. So it was acquired and reacquired. So they first belonged to Stellar Foundation, but then was sold once again to be on its own. On that account, I might say you are not entirely working with a decentralized project. In my opinion, those are, well, that might be a red flag. However, in certain instances, it is not necessarily a red flag by reason, well, you are building a special platform for decentralized application building. There's always some kind of foundation behind it, and to that I refer to Ethereum, which also has its proper foundation and in itself isn't as decentralized as you might think it is. Join us, see where you fit in. Always curious. Benefits, locations. Why do I do so? Well, you never know. Chief Legal Officer, Revenue, Marketing, Copywriter, Remote. So if you want to be a copywriter for these guys, apply. Director of Digital Marketing, R&D, Full Stack, Q&A. So they've got different branches. Quite a lot of open positions even, but it's worldwide. Not weird to encounter it. Generally, with a smaller project, I might be a little bit wary. However, in this instance, if they're truly international and they're big and considering their market cap, I'm not all too surprised. Though I must say it borders a little bit, in my view, on do watch out. There's quite a lot that's open, but it's international, so you never know. Heading back. Topic problems, okay. Documentation. Managing price, time plan for sequence is absolutely free up to 1 million transactions a month. With unlimited team members, accounts, and queries. Okay. Talk about custom plan. Create a team, so it's a little rundown on how to do so. Ledgers. Development process, for example, you may have following: managing your team, production, staging, development. Okay, how to create. So how to do so, reset. It's really a rundown on how it works, and you can even choose Java, Ruby, or Node that I'm seeing here. So how to do so. This is generally pushed towards developers on how to integrate and how to do so. As you can tell, not going to waste all too much time here. What I do for you guys. Ledger object. So yeah, this is more developer wise. Let's head back here. Login, sign up. So yeah, not much to do about. Let's head further. Although they did talk about sequence here, I'm going to take a quick peek. So that we know, we already saw. That's the same page, and then sign up and log in. Okay, I'm going to close this one down. This is on Medium. They Oh no, it's a separate site, probably Medium-based. blog.chain.com. Chain names Mike Hearn as new Chief Marketing Officer quite recently. Okay. Chain gives monthly recap, April. So I'm assuming a recap for May is in the making, approximately. From what I can tell, it's a few times a month updates and recaps are being given. As you can tell here, March 2022, 1st of April, monthly recap. April, May 2nd. So one of these days, probably new article, monthly recap is going to be launched. Looks quite alive. That's a good sign. This is the white paper. I'm very glad it was mentioned by CoinMarketCap. I'm going to reopen the page. By reason that I couldn't immediately seem to find it here. There's documentation. Perhaps I missed something. I'm going to do a quick peek. Feed sequence, no. Like I mentioned, that's probably for developers. Sign up, learn more. It automatically redirects to a sequence. Press, chain gives, enterprise, or legal. I'm going the whole way. News company for media resources. Sequence by chain looks to capture the permissioned blockchain market. This one here for press doesn't seem to be very active. Okay, chain in the news. Forbes, they've been mentioned. You know, you may put these ones, Forbes, Bloomberg, Economic Times, Time. You may put these more in center. It raises trust that you are being talked about. Just a little hint. Chain gifts, supporting individuals and charitable organizations worldwide through the power of crypto and blockchain. Impact among donated total donations. Supporting Ukraine with reform, COVID support, impactful. Okay, so that's the goodwill they have. Little brochure on what they do. Replication, SDK, signed SM, how it works. Visa. Okay. How to install it. Create a blockchain network. Okay. Blockchain protocol. That's something we saw, but it's now more elaborate here, I might say. Signed for developers. Okay. Legal notices. That's for law giving, so I'm not interested in that part. Chain gives, press, score, sequence, carriers, about, documentation. I'm trying to see here if I'm not missing anything. Contact legal. Nope. Not immediately available, so I'm glad CoinMarketCap has it. White paper is important in my view. By reason, it gives an overview on how things function on a very technical level. I'm not going to get all too deep into it. Just clicking and browsing through it. As I'm saying this, I'm watching the overview and how it's built to see if something stands out that might be of interest, like the tokenomics, page 21. Plans, NFTs, 2021 I need to have. Architecture, okay. This we know. legacy financial systems, and public blockchain infrastructure. Public blockchain infrastructure, and they say it's a core problem. I don't immediately see it as a core problem. However, for companies, I can agree that you want certain information to remain hidden for the public, all having to do with having and maintaining a fair market. So, in that sense, I might say a public blockchain indeed can pose a core problem to your business if you want to keep certain things secretive. Especially in these kind of setups, it can form a core problem. However, if we're talking about digital money, a public blockchain isn't a core problem, it's a core solution. So, as you can tell, two parts, same coin. Everything depends on view and how things are to be used. In this case, a blockchain being a public ledger can be problematic for companies who want to hide certain aspects of their firm. This in order to maintain trust naturally. So not going to get deeper into it because that's a whole other discussion, but just keep in mind, for companies, a public blockchain isn't always that, I wanted to say needed, but isn't always a positive something. They want to make use of blockchain technology, yet they do not want to have company secrets going out. Company secrets being, for example, research and development they're doing, certain contracts which aren't really destined for their competitors' eyes, etc., etc. So, on that account, I can agree that the openness of a blockchain might be hindering the project and can be seen as a core problem. That's all there is to it. Tuning requires expensive resource. With upgrades coming, certain transactions may involve analyzing millions of transactions and blocks, which may often time out and crash a node. Uptime, node management, it's okay. Co-founder of Ethereum and the founder of Polkadot is the next evolution of internet design. So they're marketing a little bit about Web 3.0 strategies and what the place of chain is within that ecosystem. Naturally, decentralized applications, everything that allows for the use of distributed ledger technology, of which Bitcoin is part, I'm going to say. There's a difference between blockchain and distributed ledger technology, can be seen as a fruition of Web 3.0. Permissioned architecture, okay, cloud standard RCI, API. So in here you've got a few images showing what it looks like, how you do so. Marketplace, so you can buy a variety of coins on their marketplace. Protocol nodes, enterprise nodes, so nodes from your enterprise or on the protocol itself. Ledger as a service, so they're offering their chain and ledgers as a service towards companies to make use of. Not in those terms, but to communicate the general gist about it. You can see standard plan, premium plan, differences. Explorer, prototyping, setup, developing, but I was interested in page 20, 20, and 21. Launch their own brand and customized NFT solution. Our team provides an end-to-end solution for the design, development, compliance, sale, and utilization of NFTs powered by Sequence. Provides access allowing the management of all transactional data and customization of the smart contract when deployed on yada yada yada. Technical talk, just to say we can deploy your NFTs on our network, meaning you can create NFTs, mint them, and trade them through chain. That's basically it. Chain ecosystem, for what is used, staking, governance, payments, discounts, access, token economics. There's no minting functionality to ever inflate or increase the supply, so it's a hard cap. That's the kind of confirmation I needed, so that's great. Token distribution is as follows. Now that's quite small. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. That's the amount circulating. Chain rewards are designed to be a cashback allocation rewards using chain products. Those are rewards. That's the amount being held by the company, 15 billion coins. Team 5 billion, so company and team is about 20 billion they're holding in hand. Amount 10 billion as a DAO. These three are the same. That's why I always mention keep a close eye on tokenomics. Some things might be shady. And what do I see here? The team, DAO, and company are all the same entity. I know legally they are being, I'm going to say, seen as three legal entities, but it might be that, well, they pertain to the same group of people, meaning they have 15, 20, 30 billion coins in their hands from the 68 million, just less than half. So watch out. Just a little side information. Staking, participate in chain DAO, so you can stake your coins. Okay. Every one XCN token you're given one vote. From what I can tell, they have the capacity to push through changes through their DAO, and if the company and team adds in transfers a certain amount of their chain tokens for the voting process. So they hold less than half, which technically speaking would make them not a majority holder. So they hold less than 50%. However, there are a lot less nodes and a lot less people holding actual XCN, meaning that if the company or decentralized organization wants to push through a change and the entire community is against them, they have the capability of simply overruling it, by reason they hold much more than probably all nodes combined. Seeing they just hold slightly less than half of it. So that's actually a risk. Do watch out. That's one of the reasons I always say be wary of tokenomics, and that I wanted to see these. Naturally, the hardcore maximalists of chain might disagree with me. I'm open to that, those disagreements. However, as told, do watch out. I remain with my opinion. I'm not going to even discuss about it. By reason in the past, I've been proven right on a few occasions, and the maximalists were proven wrong and suddenly turned silent. So it is a risk. I'm not going to say they are going to do it, but keep it in mind. These are the pages we've seen before. Okay. Social media. Telegram not going to open up. Twitter, although there were more, like I saw here. So LinkedIn, I want to see. Instagram, I don't know what token is, but let's find out. Chain token. LinkedIn, this is their website. Mike Heron, so same posts being made, partnerships, Washington, D.C. Visit website, see all 25 employees. I want to see Adam and the other guy. CTO, these are a variety of people. Deepak Taplial, see this guy. He's newly appointed, but I'm always curious. Worked for Bethesda. That's a CTO. Of course, I'm going to verify them. What else did you expect? Communication. Okay. Anyone else? LinkedIn. Many who remain hidden. But I've got my main culprits, so let's take a look. See you at chain.com and NFT collector. Okay. Prior to Chain, I spent time in private employment and have been in digital currency space for several years with focus on arbitrage trading systems. Enjoy spending my time with my family and participating in my leisure activities while trying to help any way I can to make the world a better place. Delhi University, so starting 2012. Okay. He's a young guy. Not much activity here. Mike Heron, CMO. Try to post. This guy is head of marketing, so he's a real marketeer. Consulting, volunteer. Positive side, both are legit. Although I must say I don't have much trust in the CEO. And this guy looks quite a nice fit. As a CTO, Chief Technical Officer, about engineer. Okay. Sense of that we have witnessed. Okay. Hired in February 2022. Before that, he was an advisor, consultant, engineer on a freelance basis. But in the blockchain space. Engineering at Coinbase. Doesn't seem to hold all that long kind of employments. But looks legit, looks good. And we have Megan Thorpe, Communications Pro, so she's probably in with the marketing. I see a lot of Luca, etc. going on here. Some of them have quite high profiles, which makes me wary by reason if you are interlinked with government, etc. But that's my own personal opinion and bias. This is the Instagram account, not your blockchain in minutes. It's your blockchain-based project or application. Hiring quite regular, it seems. Some healthy interactions. Great to see. Cinco de Mayo. "22 hours ago." Since 2022. I'm not going to waste all too much time here. The token, we're back on the main. Yeah, okay, that's oh, that's the tokenomics. Where the hell did I miss something? That's probably a hidden page. Yeah, it's a hidden page here. Well, hidden. It's mentioned here, but that's something. A separate tab should be made right here. Chain token, sequence, and probably chain core. Then you've got the docs and all the rest. So website is a bit badly made. Twitter. Now it gets interesting. One follower, 111,000 followees. 11 hours ago, so they're active. I'm going to watch some other posts. Well, I wanted to say they don't seem to regularly retweet their community, and no, Deepak.ith, that's their founder, so okay, well, CEO. They're mostly blowing their own horn here, to put it in a nice English saying. Yeah. Not much going on, I might say. These are responses. I'm actually curious. Let's see here. Probably a bot. Yeah. Scam. Part of the responses are being blocked. Probably that I cannot see them by being attacked by the same kind of bots here. Like this guy. Yeah, there's a lot of well, there isn't much interaction considering the amount of followers, and most of the responses are, well, one-sided and not really adding to the discussion. And you've got this idiot listing scam. Might be an indication it truly has a problem, but might also be just a disgruntled user. Needs to be kept in check. So yeah, perhaps I can better. Well, if I'm going to look here, probably the same thing. Yeah. I'm going to do something. I've got to keep up. I know it's in the top 100 coins. However, I wouldn't be surprised if something were to occur. Yeah, okay, 2 different contracts. Chain. Always be thorough when analyzing. Oh dear. The whole that possess less than 5%. That's indeed a problem I saw immediately when doing the analysis. That indeed is also an existing problem. As you can tell, both these things form a heavy risk and weighs heavy on the automated smell test. But no prior similar contracts, which is, in my opinion, a positive note by reason it isn't based on an already existing project, meaning they have been built from the ground up. It's a unique contract token. So this actually improves my view on the project. Always generate a bubble map just to make sure. Creation wallet, burn wallet. One big holder here. So that's a question mark, I might say. That's quite a few big ones, but always a little bit surprised by seeing things like these. I mean, I can understand from a creator wallet, but there's some interlinking going on. Quite a few independent ones, but the interlinked ones are always a little bit shady. But looks good to me. There was something else. Yeah, it was on CoinMarketCap. Shouldn't have done it away. By reason, I saw the contract address as well. So I'm a little bit curious what that's about. I do hope I'm not missing myself here. Yeah, here it is. I can't seem to remember there was mention of Binance, especially as they are Ethereum based. Probably a F up on the Binance Smart Chain. Anyway, let's get to my synopsis for Chain. As you guys might tell, it's a little bit of a mixed bag here that I'm having. By reason, well, mostly positive notes. I'm going to start with those. Is that it's been going up since its inception, as you might tell. It's all in the green, little dip on beforehand, but it's performing actually quite nicely. Um, Sad part is I do not have anything from before it, how it was performing before that. It might be the case they came from $2 or higher, crashed down, and now are veering back up as the team has been revamped probably and new agreements have been made. I'm seeing here an audit by Certic, price score history. Yeah, I'm going to quickly see here. Centralization privilege, none are resolved. Too minor. So yeah, this has to do with the distribution of the tokens. Something I already thought so. Going to agree partly. Anyway, um, look at your own leisure. I'm going to say, not having too much time remaining for for having a quick deep gainer at Certic. I need to incorporate that in future videos. Anyway, like I said, quite a lot of green flags, a few red flags here, mostly due to the website, their main website not being well programmed, I might say. It loads quite fast, but a lot of the tabs seem to be hidden. Myself, I'm not immediately a big fan of blockchain based projects which are tied to finance. And with that, I mean where enterprises and financial institutions are being involved and being used for blockchain technology. I can understand that it is a necessity future wise. However, I'm not too much of a fan of everything related towards financial blockchain and everything about corporations. Traditional corporations starting their own project, etc. I understand it, like I said, it is a necessary transition, but I'm not a kind of guy to immediately jump onto these tokens. By reason, market manipulations are a fact, and some of these guys can be quite insidious with your money. So that's one of the reasons I'm not too much of a fan of it. However, it is performing quite nicely. Technically speaking, I haven't really got anything bad to say about them. This not only due to their, well, as you can see here, nicely increasing trend, but it also comes down to their technology, I might say. It is quite basic. It has been built from the ground up, and in itself, I do not have any real counter arguments. It is quite unique in its setup. Um, Nothing more I can really add. By reason, I don't really have all necessary information available. From what I can tell, it has been newly relaunched. Be wary if you can find information on its track records in the past, by getting involved with an active community. You might want to dig up their history to see how things were going. From what I can tell, it is quite fine. However, I wouldn't be surprised there will be a few skeletons in the closet. With that, if you guys want me to say, should I invest in it, yes or no, I'm going to say, since it has been relaunched, it squarely falls into a project being younger than 1 year old. It still has to prove its merit, in my opinion, even though the group exists since 2014, from what I've seen. But it still needs to prove its merit with its newly revamped chain and setup, in my opinion. So next 2 or 3 years might be an interesting one to keep an eye on. And with that, I want to say to you guys, thank you for watching. If you like the content I produce here and the things I do and explain, please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Down below in the comments, you can find a variety of links which will help me support the channel. With that, I want to say thank you guys for watching, and up until next time. Bye.